Hey, what's up everybody? It's Sunday morning. We were planning to go diving and fishing, but it was kind of rough. You can see how rough it is over there. That's Honolulu that way. So we tried to make the trek there. We got off the path and we came to this one area here, which is kind of out of the swells. I actually could have dove this, but we're here gonna do some whipping and see how it goes. So oddly enough, this one area where we're at, the waves aren't coming in, there's not a lot of white water, so we'll see how we do.
This is actually my first cast of the day, and amazingly I hooked up to something, and when I brought it in, it was a moano. And those of you that have watched my other videos know I like moanos, but I was debating whether to keep this one or not. It was a pretty good size one, and I did a quick measurement with my hand and I thought, should I keep it or not? Well, I think I'll throw him back.
Your fish.
Showing you how big it is and throw him back. So I'm hoping it's a good omen and that I'll catch another one. So now I'm whipping out to the right side, and this is a pretty good rock to stand on because I can get a pretty wide area to cast to. But the only thing is that the surges are coming up and you have to be careful of any kind of random wave that comes up because I'm really close to the ocean. But so I cast out there and bringing it in. I'm doing a slow retrieve and oops, I think I hooked something there. And I'm just waiting because I think I can't pull it in anymore, so it probably dove under the rock. So I'm being patient and I'm waiting because I've lost so many hooks today. I probably lost 8 to 10 hooks. Either the fish cut it off or it got stuck on the rocks. So I'm being really careful. And finally he moved out, so I'm trying to bring it in as carefully as I can and trying to pull it away from the rocks on the right side. So I'm just letting him run when he wants to run and just reeling it slowly in so I don't lose it. So I'm doing it slowly, bring it closer, and by the way it's fighting, I can guess that it's a humu, but I don't know which one yet, so we'll see. But it's giving me a pretty good fight. I reel in and then he runs. I reel in and then it runs. So it might be a black humu, but we'll see. Bringing it in closer, trying to look for color. And I can kind of see it, but not yet. Just trying to bring it away from the rock, of course, so I can pull it up. And as I'm bringing it in, I can see there are more than one. I guess it's a school of humus following the one that I got. So they're all following it into the, or following it as I'm bringing the one that I got. So I'm trying to bring it in closer so that I can pull it up. There's a whole school of them, maybe like a half dozen. And then as I'm getting it closer, just trying to figure out how to lift it up because it's kind of a big one, so I have to be careful. And then I lift it, but it's not coming up and I have to really struggle to get up there. Finally I just grabbed it and pulled it up on the rock. Thankfully I didn't lose it. So
That's
yes,
the
it
water.
is a black humu humu, and it's pretty fat. So I think we'll keep this one for dinner. So I got one, and it's a keeper. We'll see what else I get. As you can see, I moved my position. I went further out and a little bit higher up because the surge was getting a little higher and the water was getting a little rougher, and I didn't want to take the chance of being swept into the ocean. So I moved up to this rock that was pretty good. Now I can get a more broader open area to cast out. So I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to look and see if I can see the rocks, the formations, so I don't cast towards that. And as I'm reeling in, I hooked up to something, and it's pulling a lot, like it's something big or bigger than I usually catch. And I can feel that it's not a humu and it's not a hinalea. And I don't think it's a moano, but if it's a moano, it's gotta be a pretty big one because it feels really heavy as I'm reeling it in. And I'm reeling it in, and as soon as I reel some in, it just dives and pulls the line back out. So it is something that's heavy and fighting. And I'm trying to move it so that it doesn't go towards the rocks on the right side. It's tending to dive towards that side, towards the edge of the rocks over there on the right. So I don't want it to get stuck over there. But as I'm reeling it in, suddenly as I get it right close up to me, it dove under that rock you see right in front of me. So I have to wait and see what happens, and hopefully my line doesn't cut, because I think this is going to be something different. So I'm trying to be patient and waiting for the fish to do some kind of movement or get out of the rocks, and there he goes. And there I can see color, and it's dark and pretty big, and there is another one following it, and it's a Roy. It's a peacock grouper, and I haven't caught one of these in so long, and right now it's an invasive species, so we're just going to dispatch it. So I'm gonna just take out the hook and dispatch of it. But as I was lifting up the line, trying to get it closer up, it just breaks off, and oh no, there it goes. That kind of sums up my day. Losing my hooks, losing my fish, losing my bait. Oh well, that's how fishing goes.
So I put on my GoPro on top of my head strap, and see if I can get some footage that way. So I'm standing on the rock that was in the water and whipping it out. I was shooting more footage, so this is one of my first casts. I'm gonna try to do a slow retrieve, drag the bottom. It's pretty deep here. What's really weird about this place is the waves are pounding on the left and the right of us. Hopefully pick up a passing moano. So there must be some structure way out that's diverting the swells to the left and the right. Hook up on small, probably another hinalea. Oh, but in the rocks. There we go. Whoa, something grabbed it. Whoa. Ooh, something grabbed this Hinalea. Probably a Roy. Let's throw him out there. Yeah. Pretty sure it's a Roy. Let's see if it's still around. Ah, let it go. Yeah, you can see, look at the teeth marks on it.
One thing that happened earlier in the day is we brought our DJI Spark to shoot some footage. We posted that video the other day, and we've been having trouble with this. We've had this drone for many years, and as we were shooting, it went from 25-30% battery to next to zero, and tried to bring it in, and as it got close to the shore, I mean right on the edge of the rocks, it just battery died and it just fell out of the sky. It hit the rocks and tried to get it, but the wave took it, just washed over it. It still got stuck in the rock, but the drone was dead.
Hook up. Oh, is he still on? Ooh, triggerfish. Oh, that was a double, but I lost mine.
So right after this clip you see here, when I was going to the rocks, I was adjusting the GoPro and it slipped off my head, hit the rock, fell into the water, and it was gone. I had no mask, no diving gear, and it was gone in the deep. But obviously, I got the footage back, so I got the GoPro. So this one is to be continued. Thanks for watching, and aloha.